Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Wednesday, April 8th, 2026. A local man was arrested on suspicion of possessing child sex abuse images on his phone. On March 27th, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department says that a witness at a business observed child sex abuse images on a person's cellular phone. They identified the suspect as 53-year-old Brent Weimer, and deputies say that he is a convicted sex offender. On March 31st, deputies from the Sheriff's Morongo Basin Station contacted Weimer at his home. Deputies did not provide the time or location of this contact, citing the confidentiality of their ongoing investigation. Weimer was taken into custody. The Sheriff's Department did not provide any details about the status of the victims. Brent Weimer was arrested for investigation into failing to register as a sex offender and 3 counts of possessing child sex abuse material. He is being held at the West Valley Detention Center on $250,000 bail. A man was arrested for allegedly driving under the influence of alcohol after deputies responded to a rollover collision. On Monday at approximately 1:30 p.m., San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies were notified of a vehicle rollover near the intersection of Barron Drive and Marvin Drive in Yucca Valley. After responding to the intersection, deputies say that Samuel Johnson, 25, was the sole driver involved in the rollover collision. Johnson allegedly denied medical assistance, and deputies say that damage to his vehicle was the only damage reported at the scene. Sheriff's deputies report that they suspected Johnson of being under the influence of alcohol while at the scene of the collision. Samuel Johnson was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol. The Yucca Valley Town Council met last night and packed a lot into a very concise meeting. Here with a rundown is online news editor Robert Hayden.
It was a brisk meeting last night at the Yucca Valley Town Council. First up, Brooke Duder was sworn in as a new town clerk by Mayor Merle Abel.
Brooke's work will ensure an open and accountable government where every resident has clear and equitable access to town information. We are so very excited to have you here. Congratulations once again, Madam Clerk.
Thank you very much.
On the consent agenda, item number 5 was pulled for some extra context by Town Manager Curtis Yakima. It's a roundabout study for the intersection of Yucca Trail and La Contenta. The intersection is also on the border between the unincorporated San Bernardino County and the Yucca Valley town limits. The town and the county will split the costs on a traffic study to evaluate the most efficient traffic movement along Yucca Trail, with each ponying up $125,000 for the study. Here's Town Manager Curtis Yakima addressing the Town Council.
County staff has discussed with the town and identified the possibility of a circular intersection as one alternative that the town and county may wish to consider. Other alternatives may include a simple installation of stop signs, a traffic signal, or quite frankly, no changes at all.
This item got a little buzz on social media where there were dozens of commenters with strong opinions about the intersection. That didn't translate to the meeting though, with only one person showing up to make a public comment about the intersection study. Resident Cheryl Contopoulos says she's aware of the intersection, and while she likes roundabouts, she thinks a 4-way stop could be more cost efficient and easier for people to understand. There was no timeline shared by town staff for the study, which was unanimously approved by the council. Other things approved last night were a look at the town's 2026 to 2028 budget by Finance Manager Jordan Gumbush. In short, the town isn't spending more than it's making, with revenues projected between $22.6 and $23.2 million for the next 2 years. Property tax income continues to increase, while transit occupancy tax income is expected to stay relatively flat compared to the boom years when short-term rentals flooded the market. The parking lot next to the pickleball courts has been repaired as much as it can and is slated to be replaced with an additional $400,000 approved by the council. Morongo Basin Sheriff Station Captain Steve Scoville gave an update on our recent OHV enforcement operation. Fire Chief Travis Aguirre says that the Yucca Valley Station is getting some new engines, and the Tri-Valley Little League dugouts get a $200,000 glow-up. The council also received an update on San Bernardino County Transit Authority infrastructure projects funded by Measure I. You can learn more about all of that, plus some updates on development projects around town at a longer version of this story on our website, Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
The Copper Mountain Community College District Board of Trustees meets in regular session tomorrow. On their agenda are summer and fall course fees, workforce development, and classified employee appointments. The Copper Mountain Community College District Board of Trustees meets tomorrow at 3 p.m. at the school's Bell Center Community Room located at 6162 Rotary Way in Joshua Tree. There is a fundraiser tonight for the local nonprofit dance collective, Dance Mojave. Their latest production, called The Wild Stages, debuts at the Big Morongo Canyon Preserve on April 18th, 19th, 25th, and 26th. The production will feature live dance and music at 4 different locations along the boardwalk in the celebrated Riparian Preserve. From 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. tonight, the courtyard at Rooted in downtown Joshua Tree will be filled with live music, a dance performance by Dance Mojave, Friendo Burger serving up food, and the Mojave Mini Donkeys making an appearance as well. There will also be lots of baskets available for bidding on, filled with local goodies from all over the basin, and all going to benefit the nonprofit. Tickets are on sale now for the upcoming production, and you can learn more about the outdoor dance experience at tonight's fundraiser beginning at 5 p.m. at Rooted, located at 62057 29 Palms Highway in downtown Joshua Tree. Tickets for the production are on sale now. You can get those and learn more at dancemojave.com. After an incredible first year, the 29 Palms City Youth Olympics returns later this month, and registration is open right now. The event is happening on April 18th at Lucky Park, and the free event welcomes youth of all ages to compete in exciting games and enjoy friendly competition. This year's event features returning favorites like the inflatable obstacle course, tug of war, potato sack race, basketball free throw contest, and sponge bucket challenge, plus new additions including a dizzy sprint and a dunk tank. In addition to the games, this year's City Youth Olympics will feature a fun and engaging health and wellness component. The Youth Council will host an informational table highlighting the importance of making healthy choices, including raising awareness about the effects of vaping. The event is free and open to students of all ages. It's happening Saturday, April 18th at Lucky Park. You can register to participate at a link in this story at Z107.7fm.com or by calling 760-367-7562, extension 1021. A resource fair for veterans is being held this morning. The Veterans Upward Bound event is being put on by the Copper Mountain College and Trio and will feature tools and support to help active duty military veterans and their families transition into civilian life. Expect to meet with the VA, U.S. Vets, the Veterans Support Network, and more. CalVets will host a home ownership workshop, and CMC will offer career and class information. Z107.7's own Cody Joseph will be broadcasting live from the event. It all starts today at 11 a.m. and runs through 2 p.m. It's completely free, and it's happening at Copper Mountain College. And finally, the 29 Palms High School Wildcats varsity baseball team lost 13-2 to Indio High School on Tuesday. Ian McClay started on the mound for 29 Palms. He surrendered 3 hits and 3 runs over 3 innings, striking out 2 and walking 2. Raul Guinez and Mauricio Montada each collected 1 hit. Mauricio Montada led the team with 2 runs batted in. The Wildcats host Indio tomorrow at 3:15 p.m. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z1077 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.